In the last chapter, Shikamaru made an offer to Eida to join hands with Konoha in order to make it easy for her to propose Kawaki. Eida's decision could decide the fate of Code, Amado and the Leaf Village also. But what if I told you before Eida decides something, a big twist will show up in the story. Today we are gonna predict chapter 70 of Boruto, so subscribe to not miss any future content and let's begin. The Boruto manga has been full of cliffhangers when it comes to raising the intensity of the story. When this cliffhanger from chapter 67 was shown, I really thought it's gonna take some while for Code to make his entry into Konoha. Cause think about it, what's the odds of an antagonist to not come up with a solid plan before making a move to achieve his goal? The best option for Code was to come up with a great strategy before raiding Konoha. But the foolish act he did by jumping into the village without proper planning is just the beginning of his ultimate defeat. Eida from the start had no interest in Code and his ambitions. He was just being used as the pawn by Eida in her quest of winning the love of Kawaki. The deal that Shikamaru offered Eida will reveal a lot about her character and how faithful she's gonna be to Kawaki if he accepts her love. If Eida forsakes Code and teams up with Konoha, then I think she will be given some kind of test to prove that she's trustworthy. She could be told to manipulate Code with her love powers in order to stop him from bothering the Leaf. But there's a reason which could force Eida to take Code's side, and that's her desire to take revenge from Amado. Just think about it. If Shikamaru hadn't made the offer to Eida, then everything would have gone according to their original plan. Once Code gets his limiters removed, he will have an upper hand against Konoha, and Eida could make Kawaki fall for her by the means of seduction or some kind of deal that they mutually agree upon. Since Code won't be able to go against Eida, Kawaki could ask her to deal with him if she wants to be his queen, and the girl who's blinded by love would instantly agree to Kawaki's terms. Eida only cares about Kawaki, so even if Code harms some other person, she's not gonna mind until and unless it's Naoto who means the most to Kawaki. By looking at the situation from that angle, if there's any tiny bit of intellect left in Aida's mind, then the best for her would be to switch sides, cause there are gonna be a lot of complications if she remains an ally of Code. Firstly, it won't be an easy task to manipulate Kawaki to fall in love if you are an ally of the person whom he considers his enemy. Secondly, if they take Kawaki to their hideout, there's no way he will readily say yes to her proposal due to trust issues. And finally, Naoto is to Kawaki what Ishiki is to Code. So if Eida wants Kawaki to accept her love, she will need to keep him and his godfather Naoto happy, otherwise it's gonna be a lose-lose situation for the cyborg girl. But what if before Eida comes to a certain decision, Kawaki appears in the room in order to eliminate the biggest danger to Naoto and his beloved village? And here is why I think so. In the previous chapter, Kawaki's Dharma and Karma activated by itself when Eida appeared in Shikamaru's room. Maybe it's a defense mechanism of his karma to alert him about up and coming dangers, and by using his Otsutsuki powers, it would be a matter of seconds for him to reach that room and deal with Code. With the help of Sukona Hikona, Kawaki will make it impossible for Code to escape, and chances are the death of Ishiki's most loyal servant is just a few chapters away. Naoto, Sasuke and Boruto would also be on their way to the invaded place, and things could go a bit crazy if all of them appeared in front of Eida. The cyborg girl could use a lustful ability to make Naoto and Sasuke her captives, which could also lead to the infamous scar on Boruto's right eye. But I think Eida will most likely refrain from doing things that make Kawaki angry, so either she will accept Shikamaru's offer or Kawaki will appear out of nowhere to hype things up. And since Kawaki has got Otsutsuki genes in him, Aida's ability won't affect him. But what if Aida's ability does work on Kawaki? And that's what I discussed in two of my older videos, so check them out if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.